Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Link to the Past Randomizer. Uh, this is the bracket stages here. Group of 48. It's on SpeedGaming 2. We've got a matchup between BSJ and JP. This is gonna be game 2 for them. BSJ up 1-0. I am Pixcalibur, and so we'll see what game 2 will show for our runners here. All right, so I got Lana Bean with the rating with the party of 5, so just in time to get into this race game 2. All right, so first few minutes, just the usual start. So I've got a few minutes to kind of get things, make sure everything's in place here. ₹50 on Uncle. I'm gonna check in with the chat really quick. My audio's okay. It's not like out of balance with the game audio here. Okay, so good to go here. Starting so far in the first check there. So let's see if we get anything that might kind of change how these two are going to run. Otherwise, probably the usual story would be the Kakariko first. Yeah, that's kind of the thing I like about Kaz Boots. You get this first few minutes just to kind of make sure everything's sound and all that stuff is kind of in place here. You know, like other modes, you just get right into the action, and if something's like kind of out of place, then you kind of have to fix it as you go along. Alright, so I don't think we've seen the map yet, so that's still at large. All right, early quake. So we'll see if that gets put into play with either Meyer or TR entry, depending. All right, nothing too much on the back end. Do get some bombs. That's gonna help for a CAC. And I don't think we've seen the map, so let's see if I assume the runners will be aware of that, because that would save a couple seconds having to walk around to that chest. I mean, it's always fine just to confirm, just make sure, because the last thing you want to do is miss an item in that chest, and Alright, so map check, that was a green pendant on Hera, and a couple of regular crystals in Eastern Desert. Ooh, okay, early Master Sword. Kind of that one step closer to... So I'm gonna see if, I mean, do we need to do it? Lumberjack in the first place, so let's see what we got here. I think both runners will be doing this check. Nope, definitely not doing Go 1 for that reason. So at this point, it would just be for Dark World access if it comes down to that. Okay, so that is already quick access into Aga. Pretty sure that's just going to be kept in mind at this point. Let's see if how long they can delay that. So picking up flippers. So that will get it's not really not that many checks. It's Waterfall Ferry, Hobo, the Zora Ledge. Okay, well, that's the entire package. Like you have all the workarounds of that. So free cape, okay, armor. At least you get a little bit of a refund on that. 50% refund on the bottle vendor there. Otherwise, so far, outside of the AGA 1 kit, nothing else at this point. You're not gonna be interested in just a red boomerang in the library. Race? Nah, just another $50. Runners are not gonna have to just like scrounge up little bits of cash around the world just to get to like Zora money or something. So it was 100 rupees in the dam. Outside, yeah, it's just a shield. I'm not gonna be interested in that. This would be a good time to get like a vanilla 300 or something. Yeah, get you that Zora money. Okay, that's very interesting. Oh, that's a loaded mini Moldorm cave. That's really good. I thought I was just seeing things when I saw two bows there, but that was silvers just like that. And a flute. That's maybe only one other time have I seen both bows literally next to each other like that, and I think that was in Saw's closet in that one seed. But this one, that's a what? Not even like just under 12 minutes, and you really got both bows. So I mean, that's gonna be very useful. So you gotta take out Armos, you can take out Vitreous, Helmasaur. I mean, you got plenty of use for these silvers, so it's good a time as any to get them. I'll probably ask if they come in for an interview after. I'll probably ask them about this. Alright, so picking up Moon Pearl in the closet. Alright, so BSJ's checking Ice Rod Cave, another $50. At this point, you're kind of hoping Zora doesn't have something, because it's kind of painful to scrounge up bits and pieces of cash here. Yeah, we're gonna see if there's an item trolling these runners. What will it be? I mean, obviously you got the obvious ice. That's assuming TR's a crystal. Okay, so it's a first bottle, so that's a quick sick kit check. I mean, we have full clearable crystal, so not going to turn down a quick crystal here. I mean, Ice Rod and TR is kind of like the classic one, but I mean, I've seen some seeds where it chains up, like you have to double dip TR, like force double dip. All right, so last item is on Armos, which is fine, since, again, this is a crystal, so no issues just going back and clearing up this place. After this, let's see, there's honestly not a whole lot to check. You got Agina, you got a water checks. So it's just full of check stuff after this, so it's out before going to Aga. Now, if I see like another sword, you start thinking of getting funneled into Aga potentially. Yeah, we do have mountain. We do have mountain access, so that's Old Man. I mean, yeah, you only need Master Sword, but a lot of times when I see like early Tempered, early Gold Sword, that just chews up more item slots, so you end up running out of items and getting funneled into Aga. Not all the time, but a lot of times when I see multiple swords early. And yeah, we already found all our shields. Because the other one was on the drained dam, so neither runner picking that up. So at least we have knowledge of where all the shields are. Okay, good to know on the spec rock there, and okay, probably gonna pick that up. So bombos and then powder. I mean, we're do anything, but at least you don't have to worry about, any fake powder tricks or anything like that, since you have powder directly. Alright. We got Agina. We still have our water checks. So, Waterfall Fairy, Hobo, Zora, Zora Ledge. So, still, I'm pretty sure they're going to be trying to dry up all that. But yeah, all we have for Dark World is just a moon pearl at this point. Yes, Spike Cave right now not in logic. You need hammer. You need a glove. You actually need half cost magic or Burna, because the cape alone is not enough. Yeah, I mean they just have to get a green potion or blue potion or something like that. Probably not going to be too interested at this time, but again, it's not in play right now, so that's just on Hobo. We're gonna get another look at the island right there. Yeah, just confirm, just a blue rupee, so don't care about that. Okay, so again, a Gina check here. Waterfall Fairy, Zora Ledge, that might be a little bit ugly as you're isolating Zora, but at this point, kind of running out of checks to do before going to Aga. Alright, so Agina with nothing. I mean, Houlihan is actually an option that's still on hand for them. Blue Boomerang and Waterfall Fairy. At this point, it might be easier just to go to Aga at this point, because, again, you only have a Moon Pearl, you have no hammer, no gloves. Even if Zor were to drop something, it can't be one of those two, because that's not enough. You would need probably Hook Shot just to extend your, into Paradox, just to get more checks on the available. Yeah, at this point, probably not worth. Just easier to rush Castle Tower. You got silvers. That's pretty much enough to just make short work of these enemies. Yeah, at this point, that'd be kind of a gamble, and they don't have enough money, and no good way to grind for cash outside of You're not gonna go into Blind's Hut and grind, was it 30 rupees at a time? That is very slow. And the amount of time it's gonna take to get that much money, you might as well just. Oh yeah, and I mean they still have Houlihan on hand, so they could do that. But both runners here, they figured, just move on, just take out Aga, just go from there. I mean, this could also be handy if if they are gonna look in Pyramid Fairy later on, because this does allow for a faster return of that red bomb. Don't have to go all the way around. You just use the portal. Yeah, kind of curious what's on Pyramid Ledge. I mean, at that point, unless it's like Hammer, they're gonna end up just going into Pod at this point. All right, let's see, Aga. I mean, Hammer on Pyramid Ledge would be great, because I think that would be a full clearable pod at that point. Especially if it's crystal, you just go clear it. Yeah, I'm getting a feeling Aga's required, because a lot of times when I see required Aga, it generally tends to be pretty nice, because that was a 0 blue balls. Oh, nope, we got okay, Pendant Pod, Pendant TR, Swamp Mire for reds. Oh, okay, well, there's a... Could have used that a little bit to go for, you know, Zora there. Well, got really nowhere to go, so... I mean, even if Pod is a pendant, it's not really going to matter at this point, because they don't really have anywhere else to go. Yeah, they have no access to catfish. Yeah, you need a glove to lift that rock in the way. So that's not even an option here. So kind of curious to see what is Pod going to offer here. I mean, assuming it should have something. So far, looking pretty vanilla. I think everything's just kind of where it is. I think that's 3 keys and a big key so far. That's about as lucky as you're gonna get for this. That's just so conveniently makes this routing work now. You just don't expect that, huh? You're all expecting death warp, and then oh no, never mind. We're just gonna continue on the normal way. Well, let's see how many items we find in before the boss. I think it's 5 items total in pod. So that's 3. So that looks to be an item on the boss. Yeah, because I think the harmless Hellway has, I think, just a small key in it. At this point, it's pretty much just playing this vanilla. Literal vanilla here. Alright, Hype Cave. What do we got here? Oh, there's a glove. So, yeah, this is hard aggro fighter's boots. And more money that... Okay, now this is where all that money was hidden, huh? Alright, Helma's sword dropping. What do we got here? Nope, just bombs, so nothing there. Just for red pendant. So both runners doing it right. Yeah, would not have likely not gonna be worth grinding money for Zora, because you got a hammer and a glove in Dark World, so that would prevent Dark World access from just like the Light World and stuff. Right, heart container is always acceptable. Alright, so now they got the Dark World Exploration package, so it can go into a village of outcasts. Oh, Magic Bat. Okay, that's in play. And I think a Stick Kid, I don't think it's been checked yet either, so I get these out of the way checks done. Oh, yeah, it had the second shield. Or the red shield, and oh, more money. Look at all that money now. We're kind of lacking cash early on, and now see this is JP with a 4-digit cash. I mean, you might as well just buy safeties at this point. You got all this money, you're not gonna do anything with it now. Still have play. Alright, BSJ picking up, I believe there's their glove and a bunch more cash. Let's see, BSJ probably gonna be doing the same thing here. Going into village. Okay, so C-shaped house. Pay dirt right there, so free hook shot. So that's gonna open up Paradox. Yeah, they're probably not wanting to see stuff like Ice Rod. Kind of don't want to be thinking about TR, pendant TR. Yeah, I think, yeah, Green Pendant Hera is in play. Gotta do the long route around that to that. I mean, probably, if possible, want to find the book. You don't want to be backtracking all the way up to that. So, unless they find the mirror, then that's much easier to do. Alright, so red mail in Top of Thieves. So that's basically free. I mean, yeah, given Hera's luckily not a very long dungeon, so you may as well just clear that out. I mean, unless you have to do basement, but if you have to go all the way around, I'd probably just do basement at that point. Just clear it all out. Last thing you want to do is have to return to that and take the long way around. Very funny game. Alright, fine. Fine. Literal vanilla mitts. I mean, so we got a French vanilla hammer. Now, true vanilla mitts. Okay. Right, nice script on JP's side. So that is going to be I think their second crit. Okay, so got vanilla. So that opens up Smith chain. I mean, albeit mirrorless is never friendly to do. Right, free ether. Yeah, so we have all our medallion knowledge. Just need a mirror to get that bombos. I mean, pedestal's kind of in a rough spot because given TR is a pendant, that knocks out a lot of items that could be on pedestal because you're not going to have no fire rod, no Samaria, at least yeah, none of those items. And I think that was Quake. For Meyer. Right, BSJ picking up their vanilla mitts. Okay, this is a fair option on to do East Death Mountain. I mean, Meyer is only not a whole lot you can do in there without Samaria. I could get just an empty check in there, so might as well just go for density first. Got plenty of checks on the mountain here. I got Paradox, you got Hera, you got Dark Death Mountain, I believe. And that can Hookshot Cave. Alright, so there's your fire rod and more money. All these 300s are popping up now, and I'm wondering if we've actually found all our 300. Definitely at least like 4 of them, but probably found all 5 of them already or something. Kind of feel like we found all of them. Yeah, I don't think there's that much needed for Go. We need some kind of desert access. We need mirror for swamp. see, Ice Palace is doable now, I believe. It's not the most convenient, but it is doable. Need Samaria. It's actually pretty good without the mirror. You're gonna do all your Light World stuff. Take Spiral into Dark Death Mountain. Or even finding the book would be kind of handy. You know, doing a pet check may not be a bad idea because you definitely don't want to be going to the out of the way pendants. All right, so I believe there is an item in the basement. And given you don't have the mirror yet, and no, gonna not do the. Oh no, okay, so we got both items. Okay, that's fine then. If we got both items, what's it? I think the first item was like a park container or something. Maybe I probably missed that because I saw the second item. Okay, yeah, it was a park container in the starting basement. Yeah, I think I missed that one. I saw the heart piece in the big chest. Okay, so don't have to deal with the basement. Oh, hey, there's our mirror. Okay. Yeah, that puts swamp in play. That puts desert in play. I think it might just be down to Samaria. And so, yeah, pet. I think even TR is not in play now. We don't even have to step foot in there. Yeah. Just with some LOLs. So what type of things can show up there. Alright, Hookshot Cave. Let's see. So far, nothing. Yeah, nothing in Hookshot Cave. Yeah, with the book, you don't need the book to pull ped. It's only just to read the pedestal. You only need it for the other two tablets. But pulling ped can be done blind. Nice health refill on JP's side there. So even restarting, you don't start with a fraction of your health, you start with full health because the health refill didn't fully process yet. At this point, the runners are definitely going to be just clearing out as many crystals as they can get. Yeah, I just need some Mario for Go. Another sword would be nice because Master Sword Silvers it can be a little bit awkward. I mean, at this point, the seed is really just kind of just following the item chain. There's not really a whole lot of chance for divergence. All right, so BSJ is picking up that Bombos. I mean, that's going to be nice to have for Cold Stare. And just more money on Landmo. So that's one item there. I don't remember if there are any items left in Skull Woods to find. Or did they find at least one item in the front? Don't remember. Well, yeah. That's a very convenient place for Samaria, so that's already go mode for JP. 53 minutes. We're definitely going to be still opening up some chests along the way, at least the ones that are because you definitely want to find another sword. If it's around. I mean, if it's like in TR, you're not going to go in there. I mean, Pedestal could have a sword. And BSJ having a little bit of trouble on the Moth there, being a little bit trolly, staying at the top of the screen there. Yeah, the Moth was being a bit trolly there, just kind of stalled at the top for a long time there. Alright, so Bugnet. Alright, so at least we got both items. Yeah, probably the worst thing will be if it ends up being vanilla big key. Oh, I mean, that's not too bad right there. Vanilla big key would have been kind of a, you can't. All right, there we go. Much better moth fight there on BSJ. At least we're going to see the heroes get lots of mileage. Get them early, put them to use. Right, BSJ going into ice. Try to see if we find at least one sword somewhere. But again, they could just be in both sitting in TR, pedestal, GT. So you may not have many better than a master sword for this. There's too out of the way to grab other swords if they're like deep in TR or something. I mean, swamp with a sword it has to be like left side swamp. Because if it's just like a diver down, that's not really that big an issue. They're gonna check that. Waterfall chest, they're gonna check stuff on the way, but left side swamp, yeah, no. If you're in go mode, you're not gonna waste any time with that. And yeah, BSJ doing this without Samaria is just kind of a bit of a detour here, having to go all the way around. Okay, so I think that's 2 items, unless I missed. I know the first chest was the big key, so I think there's still 1 more item on hand here. JP on their moth fight. I don't know. Pretty smooth. I mean, through that fight without too much issue. And then BSJ on to Cold Stare. Yeah, it's just kind of a crappy fight without magic, only a Master Sword. I mean, got some hits in there with the Fire Rod, so at least that does cut down some of the work. There we go. And, I think there's still an item in ice. Not sure if I counted all 3 items or not. Yeah, I mean, at some point, this looks like hopefully this is BSJ going to Desert. And again, need to go there to get their Samaria. Okay, so they only got 2 items out of ice. Yeah, no, I don't think JP's going left side. He's in go mode right now. He's going to check. I mean, that's fair to do. You know, anything that's relatively quick, sure. I mean, going at Swamp, even if you found a sword there, the amount of time it takes to get there is, you're probably going to be at a wash at that point. Let's see what JP decides to do. Yeah, I'm not even sure of nope, he's gonna check Compass Chest. I mean, this only takes a few seconds to go around, so that's fine. I mean, even finding, like, half-cost magic would be a good safety. Be a good thing to work with. Alright, BSJ's about to be picking up their Samaria. Be happy to see that, so that'll make Meyer into a single dip there. Well, okay, there's our book, but that's that's not gonna be used for anything. I'm not going to be checking tablets with that. I mean, at this point, Pet is probably just gonna be something like Couch Cash or something. You know, like Red 20 on Ped. Really nothing of any real value. Maybe a sword, it could be on there, I guess. I mean, it could be like the shovel just for fun. Just for laughs there. Yeah, 2 items on the left side, but that's not going to matter. So JP just rushing to ice. That's going to be their 7th crystal. Well, I guess we can see what's on the right side of ice, because I don't think that was Jay. So I think having the big key in that first chest is pretty nice, because I think Chat can correct me. So you don't have to hit the switch now, but if there is no big key there, you still have to hit the switch. And I think we did see our third item was just a red 20, so really nothing in ice. I mean, maybe at this point I'd go with like Ped with something like again, a sword or half-cost magic. You know, stuff that would have been very nice to have, but you're just not going to go out of your way to get that. It's out of magic, so GP going with either spins or hammer strats. I think he still has potions on hand in case, so but not needing them, so pretty good fight there. Yeah, the big key is in the chest with the blue. That's the normally the map. If that's the map. So it should be in this room below here. All right, so JP with 7 crystals on their way to GT. So let's see what do you think the big key is going to be today. So I'm putting your run through 22. BSJ working to finish off Meyer. I think still have Swamp left. And then they make their way to GT afterward. Right, JP into GT, so let's see. Okay, it's gonna start. Probably gonna do DM strats here. I mean, hopefully finding a sword in here, that'll be very convenient. Just a bunch of small keys. Pretty often, that room you're gonna find at least one small key, maybe a couple. And yeah, you actually had to play it that way because the right side didn't have a small key. Alright, so that's the big key in the compass room, so that was checked. 5, 7, 10. Yeah, I don't think I see any 10s in the chat. The closest I did see a 9 by SGT Vegeta. So that's closest, and also closest without going over. BSJ is just going to be cleaning up Swamp and JP on their gauntlet climb. Pretty sure they will be checking everything on the upper part of the tower. Because that's 4 pretty quick checks. Definitely want to see if you can swipe with a sword there. Queen Lambo 2 on JP's side. Because luckily, still got a blue potion, so still has backups in case runs out here. Maybe hoping for at least a refill somewhere. When the enemy's dropping something. Just enough magic to get through that. Alright, so let's see anything on top of the tower. I don't know, just our container. Pretty sure JP will check this last chest here. Nope. Oh, no swords. At this point, there's a lot of stuff that hasn't been checked. I mean, I'm just gonna be assuming, like, TR has at least one sword. Pedestal probably has... If it has something like a sword or half-cost magic. We can see what Zora has. Yeah, I don't think either runner checked Zora. So we can check when the credits come up. Yeah, I mean, GT could easily have it, so you have Rando Room, you got the basement. So, a lot of checks that could be. Alright, so JP is through Agatu. BSJ is going to be just entering their way into GT. Alright, so this is going to be Master Sword Silvers. They do have the cape, so at least that allows them to stall, you know, you can, for safety. Yeah, it's really the first two phases that can take a little while here. Yeah, because I know JP at least has one. I know he bought two. I don't think he's used any potions yet, so has safeties available. You just have to kind of take your time through this. Ooh, that's kind of like that upper corner is always a good spot because you can get doubles. You don't have to worry about the recoil because with Master Sword the recoil is like enormous. Like versus like Tempered or Gold Sword, there's not much recoil. Well, BSJ going full left here, so I mean, let's see what's on the left. Is there a sword on this side? No, there's your ice rod. Ooh, that's not very good there. We've probably tried to set up a triple there. I think he's still got another potion. Okay, he's got it done. Ganon going down, so get your GGs in chat for JP. We'll be taking game 2. We'll be forcing that game 3 I think they will have to schedule that, but yeah, we will have a game 3 between these two runners here. Alright, so there was nothing on Zora, nothing on the Dick spot. And joined in chat by winner JP, GG's.
Sorry, just a second, I gotta get.
Oh yeah, there's Ped. Kind of figured that much. Ouch. So that was one of the swords on Ped.
Okay, that's better.
All right, yeah, GG's, JP.
GG, thank you.
Yeah, so this seed was Idaho. So, what do you think about it?
Just what did I think about it? You said.
Yeah.
Early on, it was a little annoying trying to figure out what to do. Because I had the Aga stuff, but it was like, it doesn't feel like an Aga seed yet. So I do the full Light World clear minus Zora, which I did not want to farm the money for. Thankfully, it was not needed. I don't know what was there, but
Yeah, I think it was like a hard piece or hard container. It said like love for sale, so there's nothing much on it.
oh yeah, probably would have said it in the credits. Yeah, I didn't pay attention. I paid attention to the pad, but I didn't pay attention about anything else. But yeah, so yeah, I was like, what did I with just one check left? And it was kind of like, okay, go to pod. That's all I got. And then there's hammer, and from there it was wasn't too wide open yet. I mean, got the glove that opened a little more. Kind of drip fed for a little bit until I got mirror, and then it's kind of like, okay, what do you want to do at this point? Oh, fire rod and mirror actually. And the only reason I dipped desert right away was because I had very little mana. So I did not want to touch ice. I did not want to touch Skullwoods. And swamp, I was going to do later anyway, so. The decision, because I had little magic after Spike Cave, I went to deserts, found Samaria, and I was like, okay, I can basically go mow the rest of this. Which, like, I'm looking, like, I have a lot of stuff I did not check.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot. I mean, after you got some gear, I mean, the kind of funny thing was the double bows right at the start, and I was like, okay, that's not too often we see that.
Yeah, that was definitely different. Like, one right after the other. Yeah, I mean, from there, kind of just followed what the seed wanted me to do, and just worked out. I mean, yeah, I think, like, I don't know, I don't know for sure what happened, obviously, but, you know, it's kind of like, it felt like once I had Fire Rod and Mirror, it's kind of like the turning point of this seed, like, what do you dig? And hope it pays off.
Yeah, because I think you made mostly all the right moves where you went. You ended up with, yeah, I think just go most Samaria. You went into desert, got the Samaria in there, and it's like, well, okay. I mean, you're gonna search the quick stuff to try to find a sword, but I mean, you got silvers at least, so that shortens some of the fight. And I think you've got potions early on because you got tons of money, so you might as well get as many safeties as possible.
Yeah. I mean, there was some overworld stuff you could argue maybe I shouldn't have done. The dip into Hera, maybe? I don't know. Like, Hera's always an interesting one, because it's like, it's quick, but if it's a pendant, it's kind of like, it's still time if you don't find anything.
Yeah, and also you didn't have mirror at the time, so last thing you want is to like say green pendant had mirror, for example, and then yeah, you'd have to walk back up there. That's not fun.
Yeah, that is another thing. Yeah, just without mirror, Hera becomes a little bit more incentivized.
Yeah, so I think you routed that one fine, and then you found the mirror just like shortly after in Spiral Cave, and it's like, okay, well now got more options open, like you said.
Yeah, and at that point I counted up head because I knew Smart's Go mode. I'm not ever going to touch TR, which I didn't even check the medallion for it, and I didn't grab Bombos because I'm like, I don't need this now.
Yeah, I don't think either of you checked it, so. And BSJ did grab the Bombos on Spec Rock. But yeah, TR, we never know. We don't know what was required, but yeah, but by the time you need some Mario, which is not going to TR, but you can't get into TR anyway.
Yeah, exactly. What else was I looking at? Did require a pendant dungeon, so yeah, I had to dip one of those. Vanilla Mitts, which is always interesting.
Yeah, Vanilla Mitts and then French Vanilla Hammer, because I think you routed it almost like you normally route it if you had the hammer. But
yep.
You were probably going to Death Warp.
Yep, I dropped a fairy because I was ready to Death Warp, and then I got the hammer. It's like, okay, well, bye-bye fairy.
I mean, which is fine. You ended up just putting blue potions in them later anyway, so.
Yeah. Yeah, that third part of Basic Ganon decided to do some extra warps.
Hoping BSJ has some safeties. I don't know if he has any potions. Because I know you put, you had 2 blue potions, so you had the safeties on hand.
Yeah, I see him using the lamp there. He might not.
Okay, well there we go. He's got it done. Alright, so get your GG's in for BSJ. Finishing off their Ganon fight. And finishing up with time 1:28:48.
Can't look at their tracker. We did find Ice Rod. Don't know where that was.
Yeah, Ice Rod was in Rando Room. Yeah, because you went straight DM strat, which was the optimal route. In this case.
That worked out really well. I mean, I was gonna do it because let's say I go right and I find the big key. I'm probably gonna go to at least the skeleton or the Stalfos room because I'm gonna check those chests for a tempered sword. Like, I would never check them for silvers, but I would check them for tempered.
Yeah, like this. I mean, all the safeties you want. So one sword was on Ped. The other one, we can just assume it's probably in TR or something, and even maybe half-cost magics in there because a lot of the stuff you'd like to have is just going to be too out of the way.
Maybe something in Swamp, I don't know. Maybe website Swamp could have been an answer. I don't know, actually. I'm assuming BSG didn't do left side Swamp because they've got their tracker with some chests left. So,
Yeah, I mean, they were also in go mode, so they were just probably BSG was probably doing the same checks you were doing.
yeah, there's a couple checks I kind of was thinking, like, maybe this isn't worth it. Like, the room south of Big Chest is Swamp. It's a little bit of extra time. But, I think there's checks I'm going to make if I'm looking for tempered versus silvers. It's like, I'm looking for just silvers, but I have tempered, I'm just going to check it almost what's exactly along the way. But if I'm looking for tempered, I'm a little more willing to deviate from things a little more. Could have been tablet too. Tablet, Pyramid Fairy. I don't know. It's a bunch of stuff. I have mirror checks I didn't do.
Yeah, pretty much all the mirror checks.
Oh.
Graveyard Ledge, Catfish, K45. Yeah, there's just a number of places that it really wasn't much incentive to go to them. You just kind of follow the items and go from there.
Yeah. See, I don't know if PSJ's coming in. Yeah, we will have to figure out race 3. Surprisingly, our collection rates are pretty close.
Yeah, the C, well, again, the C was fairly linear, so both of you probably end up just doing much the same thing, because they're really not really much to really deviate on, honestly. I think of the extra items BSJ had probably maybe from just random room.
Yeah.
Looking in the chat, so BSJ looking like no mic, so I mean that's fine. We'll go with that.
Okay. Yeah, GG to BSJ. Like I said, we'll figure out race 3. I think we technically need to have it done by tomorrow, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, because I think there's still some round 48 matches tomorrow, so I think they're just still finishing up all that, and then I think they're restarting the round of 32 matches are starting.
Yeah, I think I was looking at the bracket. I think whoever wins between us gets Gilgamesh, who I believe went 6-0 in groups, so it's going to be a tough one. Either one, but I mean, this one's going to be tough too.
Yeah, I think anything once you get to brackets, it's record-wise, you just throw that out, and it's just like everyone's just getting the bracket stages. You know, it's gonna be a dangerous opponent.
Yeah, I missed bracket last year, but I also was, I think, in what was dubbed the group of death. I forget who exactly I was with last year. I know it was Specky. It was one of them. I don't remember the other person, but it was like 2 really good people, and we played to a 4-2 in groups, and had to do a 3-way tiebreaker that I lost.
Yeah, that gets pretty brutal. So it's 4-2 and like 3-3 or something like that.
Yeah, we'll see how Game 3 goes tomorrow. Or I don't know if it's gonna be tomorrow. I'm assuming tomorrow, but it could. We'll have to talk about it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we'll see when that game comes up, and yeah, so good luck to both of you on that one to see which you two will get through into the next stage. This should be a good match on the Game 3 when that comes up.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm gonna head out. Thanks for commentary. Thanks to our setup helper, and yeah. GG again. I'll see you next time.
All right, so again, GG's to both our runners, JP and BSJ, for great race today. So they'll be setting up their game 3, so they'll show up on the schedule at some point. So looking at the schedule for tomorrow, looking like a couple more matches. So we got 9 a.m. Eastern on SpeedGaming 2, Yoke versus Bright Eyed. And then at 10 a.m. Eastern, we got Fiery versus Chrome on main SpeedGaming. So if you're up at those times, feel free to drop by and watch those 2 matches, at least one, or even both of those matches. Just have them both on at the same time. Should have some exciting matches, and then should be getting close. There's a round of 32 match tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern versus Koi. So we're ready to get into the next stage of the brackets. But here again, GG's to our winner JP, so forcing that game 3. So we'll see when that comes up between BSJ and JP. But again, I want to thank the chat, SpeedGaming 2 crew, setup crew, getting this restream working fine. Getting the race done and have the restream done. All right, so I think that will be it for myself on this. I am Pixcalibur, so we'll see you guys on the next race.